Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to walk through exactly what you can expect on your US CPA exam day. We're going to focus specifically on what it's like inside the Prometric Test Center.
So you've studied for months, you know the material, but what really happens when you walk through those doors? We're going to pull back the curtain on that exact question, just to help get rid of any of those pre-exam jitters, especially if this is your first time.
And right off the bat, let's be super clear. This is all about the process at the test center. We are not going to talk about any confidential exam questions or content. Our goal here is just to make you feel totally prepared and confident when you walk in.
Okay, let's get into it. We've broken down the whole day into 5 simple stages, from the second you arrive all the way to that amazing moment when you finally finish up. First up, arrival and check-in. Let's talk about what happens as soon as you step foot inside that Prometric Center.
So you walk in, and honestly, the initial process is super simple. You'll find the reception area, have a seat, and just hang out for a bit until one of the staff calls you up. It's a pretty calm and organized way to start the day.
And here's the good news. You don't need a mountain of paperwork, but what you do need is absolutely crucial. You got to have your passport and your notice to schedule, or NTS. The key is to have these ready to go right at the top of your bag, so check-in is nice and smooth.
All right, let's move on to security and what happens with all your personal stuff. This is where the rules get really specific, so you want to pay close attention here.
They'll give you a locker, and literally everything you brought with you has to go inside. I mean, your phone, your wallet, your keys, your smartwatch, all of it gets locked away nice and safe before you go any further. And they are serious about what you can and can't bring in with you. It boils down to just 3 things: your passport, your locker key, and a totally clear water bottle with no label. Everything else has to be in that locker, including any snacks or food, which usually goes in a separate, special locker you can get to during your break.
So after your stuff's put away, you go through this little security routine. They'll just confirm some personal details like your address. They'll take a quick photo for their records, and they'll scan your fingerprint. And yeah, the last step is a physical check. They'll just pat down your pockets to make sure they're empty.
So here's the big takeaway for this part. Make it easy on yourself. A really great tip is to just keep your outfit simple. Try to avoid wearing a lot of jewelry or clothes with a bunch of pockets. The less you've got on you, the faster that security check is going to go.
And boom, you're through security. Now for the main event. It's time to head into the actual exam room and get settled in at your station. When the staff member leads you to your computer, you'll see they've already got everything you need waiting for you. You don't have to worry about bringing your own supplies. They provide the pencils, the rough paper, and the calculator. You just need to bring your brain. And here's something really important to remember once you're in there. You're not on an island. If your pencil breaks or you fill up your rough paper and need more, you don't need to stress out. Just quietly raise your hand and an invigilator will come over to help you out. Okay, here is a massive pro tip. And trust me, this can be a game changer. Test centers are often kept really cool. If you get in there and you're freezing, don't just suffer in silence. You can absolutely politely ask the staff if they might be able to adjust the temperature. Your comfort is important. All right, so you've been working hard, you've just finished the 3rd testlet of the exam, and a message pops up offering you an optional 15-minute break. This is a key moment, and you've got a choice to make. So what do you do? Well, you've got 2 options. You can stay right there at your desk, just click the break button and chill out. Or you can choose to leave the room. If you do leave, just remember that the 15-minute clock is still ticking. You'll have to sign out, and you'll go through the whole security check again on your way back in. It's totally your call. Now, if you do decide to leave the room, you gotta know, the rules are super strict. You can go to your food locker and you can use the washroom. And that's it. The biggest rule of all, absolutely no talking to anyone else. They're very serious about maintaining exam integrity. So you've done it. You navigated all the testlets, you managed your break, and you've clicked that final submit button. What a feeling. But hang on, you're not quite finished just yet. There are a couple of final steps. Okay, listen up, because this is a big one. It's non-negotiable. All that rough paper you used for your calculations and notes, it has to stay there. Under no circumstances can you take any of it with you when you leave. We've just gone through a ton of little steps and procedures, but if there is one single, most important thing I want you to take away from all of this, it's this. You don't need to have this whole thing memorized. Seriously. The staff at Prometric are pros. They do this every day. They will guide you clearly and patiently through every single step. Think of this as just a preview, so nothing feels new or scary, not as another test you have to study for. And one final little piece of advice that can save you a world of hurt on exam morning, if you can, try to do a quick drive to the test center the day before. Just knowing the route, where you're going to park, all that stuff, it's a huge stress reliever. So now the logistics aren't a big mystery anymore. The whole process is clear. So the question isn't about what's going to happen at the center. The real question is, what are you going to focus on instead? Your knowledge, your strategy, and your confidence. You've prepared for this. You've got this. Good luck.